Alright, let's check out Ape USD. So this seems to be recovering really nicely since its listing. You can see if we came all the way back to the listing, this was listed in the vicinity of 87. Well, on Binance it says it was listed at, you know, roundabout between $10 and $20, and it had a massive push up all the way up here before it did have a big massive sell-off, which it's completely understandable. I mean, if you had a Bored Ape NFT, you know, personally, if I had a Bored Ape NFT and I was just given, you know, someone threw like 100 grand at me, I would definitely probably consider selling. So since then, we have had a very nice push up. So there's really not much I can look at these charts. This is still very fresh, but you can see we perfectly came back tested the 618. We've got almost like a nice W structure here. If I remove this as well and draw from the high to the low, I think depends where you draw it. So from here, a little bit more conservative. We still would really want to see this kind of region up here, the 618 at 1587 break. But if we draw this down to like the candle body close or the candle of this this close here before we did fall off the table, you can see we've just back tested the 618. So anywhere in this vicinity, let me mark a big red box. So personally, I do think this red box is going to get shattered at some point soon. I see a lot of people talking about this and a lot of people FOMOing into it. So it does seem like a good setup to me. Personally, I think this looks really nice every time, or so far, you know, when we've dumped, we have made a higher low. There does seem to be a good amount of interest in this. The MFI is a tiny bit overextended, but this is because we're in such small time frames. These are a bit weird as well because obviously we really don't have too much data, so I can't give you any analysis on the daily, unfortunately. Like there's nothing I can tell you about this. On the 4-hourly, you can see we're seeing a nice amount of volume, a half decent uptrend, and we may be putting in a green red green formation, which is very nice and bullish. All in all, I would like to see a break above this red box before we did get overly hyped up for this. In the more shorter time frame, you can see a decent amount of buying volume in on the hourlies, and MFI still does look like it has a massive room to run up, so I wouldn't pay as much attention to the RSI on a new coin or token, because a lot of the times these tokens with low market caps can fluctuate very mentally. I would keep an eye on the money flow indicator, as you know, obviously there could still be a lot more money to flow into this in the short term, and then that could make the RSI very overextended, which in the short term could put us above this red box, could have us retesting, you know, anywhere between 1787 and our first fib retracement target up here would be at 18, which is a very nice move from where we are now. You can see that would be an increase of approximately 26%. So all in all, there's really not anything else I can tell you about this. Like I said, obviously this is all the data that we've got. I mean, even if I come over to the daily, yeah, there's no analysis I can do on the higher time frame. So I'm really going to be running off the 15-minute, and the next few days I'll probably up it to the half hours, and then we can start analyzing the, you know, the 4-hourlies and the dailies and continue from there. So in the very short term, I would like to see a break above this this big red box. We have had a tiny rejection. Do bear in mind this is the 15-minute, so I wouldn't put too much weight at all on this rejection. I do imagine that we will be up above this red resistance in the next coming hours. This red resistance is really just here to tell you, you know, once we do break above this the top of the rectangle here around about 1588, we will have a massive room to run up. Got a very nice W pattern, half decent volume on pretty much all time frames, apart from 15 is a little bit shaky, but as a general rule of thumb, all of the time frames are looking very healthy. We are seeing immense buying volume, and it does seem like both the RSI and the MFI could potentially have a lot more room to run up in the short term. So yeah, keep an eye on this red box. Once we break 1589, I'd be predicting price targets up here of 18, and then, you know, we can start talking about taking out all of these levels. I don't think we would be coming near 80 anytime soon. I think this is a target for very much later on down the road. But in the very short term, like I said, all of this bullish indicators put together with the fact that Bitcoin has just broken above 41.5, I think this is all in all looking very good for altcoins. Total crypto market cap looks like it's finally about to poke its head above the 1.84 trillion, which is our 618 fib on this macro scale. So everything is really looking good. Once Bitcoin and the total crypto market cap start breaking out a little bit more, I think a lot of these altcoins are going to go on very, very mental rallies. And I think it's not out of the line to say that, you know, we could potentially be coming up to 28, which is a double from where we are now in the next week, I reckon. So that is all I see for Ape. If you are holding this, best of luck. Especially if you got airdrop these from, you know, being aboard Ape Yacht Club, Brenner, you were really winning on this move. So congratulations to everyone who got in early. Best of luck. Once again, none of this is financial advice. It's just my own opinion on the market. Cowboy out. Peace.